It's hot. Got my lace all coming up. It's so hot. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. For today's makeup and mindset, I wanted to talk about my eye color. If you have never seen me before or you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Sydney Black and I'm a black girl with naturally blue eyes. I wanted to talk about my eye color in this video today because recently I've been getting a lot of really aggressive and rude comments that are kind of disguised as positivity and encouragement, and it's really just been getting under my skin. I have dealt with comments about my eyes my entire life, both good and bad, and it's never really bothered me. However, the comments that I've been getting recently are along the lines of, why are you wearing those blue contacts? You should just be happy with the brown eyes God gave you. You would look so much better if you just wore the brown eyes you were blessed with. Or people telling me to go and find myself. Why are you wearing those contacts? You should go find yourself. Sorry, I'm saying it like that. That's how I imagine like people are typing it out. Like, why are you wearing those blue contacts? Getting these comments has made me want to investigate why, so I thought it would be fun to put on some makeup and share with you guys what I found out. If you haven't already and you would like to subscribe to my channel and join the peaceful ass bitch gang, we post every Monday. I know today is probably not Monday, but don't judge me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I try to get these videos up every Monday, and sometimes it doesn't work out. Try again next Monday. But yes, if you would like to hang out with me, put on some makeup, and talk about my eye color, then just keep on watching. Okay, so let's get it started. I'm going to be mixing these two Aqua XL paints from Makeup Forever to create an orange. I had an orange, but I think it just dried out. It got really like gross looking, so I'm just gonna make it orange. We're gonna be creative. So I've mixed that color together here. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about my eye color. I honestly have never really done any research or cared much to know why my eyes are blue. I just never really cared. I figured it was something to do with my genetics because my mom has one blue eye and one brown eye. So I just figured I just got them from her, and that was good enough. That was a good enough explanation for me my entire life. But lately I've been getting a lot of really like aggressive comments, people telling me like, why don't you just be proud? Well, you should be happy with the brown eyes God gave you. And I don't know if this is just like the ego in me that gets really upset about this, but it's like, how dare you tell someone who they should be or what they should look like? Like, even if I was wearing contacts, that's rude. Why? Why do you feel compelled enough to say that to someone? And it makes it even worse because I'm not wearing contacts. I also feel like it's like a kind of an empowering thing. Like they're trying to empower people to appreciate their features and love themselves. And I completely get that. But telling me to be proud of the brown eyes God gave me just doesn't work. I was investigating why these comments were upsetting me so much. Then it made me think, like, why do I have blue eyes? Like, where did this come from? Like, what is this about? Neutrogena makeup wipes for the win, you guys. Like, everything. For my eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking this palette from Juvia's Place, the Zulu by Juvia. So I was born with gray eyes. When I was born, my eyes were gray. And I've heard that this is kind of common for babies. Like, you usually don't get the pigmentation in your eye until a little bit later. I could have made that up. Don't quote me. But my mom says that my eyes were gray, like they were really, really light blue. And then later, they kind of got the pigmentation that they have now. I'm not sure if the spots in my eyes were always there. Like, I have like these like spots. I look so stupid right now. I have these like spots in my eye, if you can see. I'm not sure if those were there or they came later. I don't really know. But they started out gray and then they were blue. My mom has one blue eye and one brown eye. So this eye on me has a lot of brown in it. And I think this eye was supposed to be brown like my mom's. And then she has like a blue eye. And in her brown eye, she has like blue spots at the bottom.
You try walking around the world with a brown and blue eye with no eyebrows. It just, no. Just a little bit.
I kind of do.
No, you have two of the same color eyes.
This one's mainly brown. This one?
No. I got one blue and one brown. You should see babies when they look at me. I freaking scare them. They're just like...
I also have two younger sisters, and they both have brown eyes. And then my dad has brown eyes. And no one else in my family has blue eyes. It's really just me and my mom. As far as I know, it's just me and Mom Dukes. Me and Mom Dukes. Me and Mom. So recently I decided to look it up. I like Google searched it. I typed in black people with blue eyes, I think. I found a couple of interesting web searches about it. The first one that I found talked about how most people, well, every person with blue eyes essentially is related. Blue eyes originated like 10,000 years ago. Like before that, everyone had brown eyes. And then something happened. Yada yada yada, people got blue eyes, but it all originated from one source. So technically speaking, people who have blue eyes are all cousins. The type of blue eye that they're referencing is like the kind of really bright crystal blue, like almost like a piercing blue. People like Jesse Williams or Vanessa Williams were the black people that came up in that search. And I honestly kind of can see how Jesse Williams and Vanessa Williams might be related. Like, they kind of look like as is. I don't know. They also look mixed to me. Like, they look like their parents are not full black. I would always get asked when people would ask about my eyes, like, what are you mixed with? Like, where are your parents from? Where are you from? And I would always just say Denver. Like, I'm from Denver. My dad's from Michigan. So today I have my parents and they're not happy with me. They look miserable.
Pass.
Booger can't be that bad. You can still eat the booger.
Ew, Dad.
How would you know?
Both of my parents are black, and I never understood why people would ask me if I was mixed, because I don't think I look mixed. Like, do I look mixed? I don't think I do. So that was the first article I found on Google, and I was like, oh, you know, like, I don't really think this is me. Like, my eyes don't look like that one, and I'm darker complexion than these people, so I don't think this is why my eyes are blue. So the next article I found talked about Waardenburg syndrome, which I've had a couple people comment that below on my videos and tell me that they think I have Waardenburg syndrome. And I've never really looked into it, again, because I don't care. But since I was doing research, I decided to click and see what it was about. Hi, jumping in really quickly. I'm editing this video right now and realizing that I was pronouncing the syndrome wrong the entire time. It's pronounced Waardenburg, I believe. Waardenburg, but I keep saying Wonderberg. I don't know what I was reading. But I'm going to continue saying Wonderberg for the remainder of the video, which is really annoying, but just ignore it. It's pronounced Waardenburg, I think. So basically, Waardenburg syndrome is a mutation in the genes that changes the pigments in your eyes. It can change the pigments in your hair, in your skin. There are 4 different types, I think. The first type is people who report having spots in their eyes or on their face or in their hair. And then they usually have very like wide set eyes. So their eyes are kind of like spaced far apart. The second type of Waardenburg syndrome differs from the first because people don't have the wide space in their eyes. They still have the spots, like their eyes can still be a lighter color, or their hair or their body. But what's interesting about number 2 and why I think I have Waardenburg syndrome number 2 is because people with number 2 Waardenburg syndrome suffer from a hearing loss, and I'm deaf in my left ear. Like, I can't hear absolutely anything in my left ear. Nothing. It says that the person with Waardenburg syndrome who suffers a hearing loss might have had it since birth, or it might have happened like as they were a child. And I don't know if I was born deaf, but I remember finding out very, very young. Like, I was probably like 7. Oh, that's not that young, actually. That's kind of old. But I remember being in probably first grade when in schools in America, they make all the kids take like hearing tests and seeing tests. They like put you in this little like headphone situation, and they like play sounds. So you have to listen to sounds on your right ear, and every time you hear a sound, you have to like raise your hand. So they were doing my right ear, and I was like, yeah, I hear it. And then when they got to my left ear, I was just kind of sitting there, and I was like, are you going to turn it on, or what's happening? And then they took the headphones off of me, and they were like, are you not hearing anything in your left ear? And I'm like, no, I thought you didn't turn it on yet. Like, I'm not hearing anything. And they're like, oh, I think you're deaf, sweetie. Then they sent me home with these pamphlets about hearing aids and stuff, and I think I just threw them away. Like, I didn't want to tell my parents that I had a hearing problem because I didn't want to wear a hearing aid. Like, back then, the hearing aids were so big and just large and obnoxious, and I already was one of the only black kids in my school, and I had blue eyes. Like, I just didn't want any more attention to myself. So I remember going home and not telling my parents that I couldn't hear. And it was fine. Like, up to that point, I honestly didn't know the difference. I still don't know the difference. I think if I did get a hearing aid now, I feel like the world would just be too loud because I've always only heard with one ear. So people with type 2 Waardenburg syndrome reported hearing loss as well as having spots and stuff in their eyes. Honestly, when I was reading this, I was kind of just like, I can't believe I never knew this. Like, no one ever talked to me about it. And maybe it's just that like the doctors that I went to didn't really know. It says it's a really rare disease. So only 1 in 40,000 people are affected, and around 2 to 5% of all those cases have deafness. So within Waardenburg syndrome, I'm also like of the small percentage of deaf people. Though rare, Waardenburg syndrome may be common in family because it is genetic. So my mom for sure has it because she has heterochromia, which they say is also a part of the syndrome. But my mom doesn't. I think my mom can hear. I'm pretty sure she hears fine. How do you hear, Mom? Do you hear all right? Is your hearing all right, girl? What do you guys think about this eye look? Is this nice? Is it not nice? I feel like it looks just really crunchy on the actual eye, so I'm gonna try and like just make it not look so crunchy. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this eye base from Black Radiance and just kind of put that on top, just to try and like smooth out this eye look, because I feel like it just looks so crispy and I don't like that. Shout out Crispy though, I love her. I don't know why I try to always do like fun looks when I'm doing these talking videos. It never works out. I can never talk and do my eye makeup at the same time, ever. Okay, now I'm gonna go back over it with the orange. Just see what happens. I feel like it does make it like a pretty like coppery orange color now, so this will work. We accept. Okay, I went ahead and threw on my lashes off camera. I'm wearing these lashes. They're called Lash Trance from Bold Face Makeup. Just gonna prime my face with the Aborian Pink Perfect Cream Primer. So yeah, I'm around 99% sure the reason I have blue eyes is because of Waardenburg syndrome. Those are really the only two things that I found. Either the genetic from the one person 10,000 years ago, which doesn't look like the kind of eye color I have, or Waardenburg syndrome. And the fact that I have a hearing loss kind of makes sense. It all comes together now. It is very interesting to find out, but I also just really would like people to just leave other people alone. Like, if I were wearing contacts, it's obviously because I like wearing contacts. Same with wigs. Like, people are always like, why are you wearing those Eurocentric hair hats? Like, mind your business. Just leave people alone. How about that? Now you're out here being a crusader for whatever, and you're wrong. Like, you're trying to empower me to love my brown eyes, and my eyes aren't brown, so now what? I'm going to be trying out this new foundation from Urban Decay called Naked Weightless. I don't think it's out yet, but we gonna see how it works anyway. I've realized that I have a slight insecurity when it comes to my eye color too, just because since I was born I've always had a lot of attention around it, even more so than my mom. My mom gets even ruder comments, like people straight up come up to her and be like, you dropped a contact, did you know one of your contacts is missing? Ooh, this is so dark. Okay, it's okay, we can make it work. It feels really nice because it's like lightweight, but it is just a bit darker than me. But I've realized it's a slight insecurity for me because it's always just been a lot of attention, and it's always as I've gotten older, especially like in middle school, it made me feel like I had to prove something to people all the time. Like, people would just straight up be like, oh, why are you wearing those contacts, or why are you lying about your eye color? Like, why would you lie about that? And almost just like, I would feel guilty in a sense. Like, it would make me feel a little bit of guilt. Like, why am I lying? But of course I wasn't lying. And you know, kids are just fucking ruthless. Like, kids are so mean. Why are kids so mean? But it would just make me feel really bad and really guilty. And then when I got on YouTube, I would get a lot of comments of people saying like, oh, if you didn't have those blue eyes, you wouldn't be as popular. Like, you're only pretty because you have those blue eyes, or whatever. And that would make me feel bad too, because it's like, oh, well, is that true? Like, would I only be pretty if I had blue eyes? Like, another question I would get a lot that would make me super uncomfortable is people would ask if my sisters are jealous of me because I have blue eyes and they don't, which is, it would always make me so uncomfortable. Like, no, my sisters aren't jealous of me, and why would you ask me that? Like, so I feel like I have subconsciously like shunned away from the fact that I have blue eyes because I feel ashamed a little bit, which is ridiculous to even say. It's ridiculous to feel ashamed of something that I was born with just because of the opinions of other people. Like, maybe I wouldn't be as popular if I didn't have blue eyes, or maybe I wouldn't be as pretty if I didn't have blue eyes, but I do have blue eyes, so what are we talking about? Maybe if I didn't have blue eyes and then one day I got blue eyes, that could be an argument we had. But even still, maybe if you just mind your business and live your best life, you'd be much happier. This foundation actually blends really well. I feel like the color is still a little bit too light, but maybe after I add concealer and stuff, it'll like blend it down. But it looks like it feels really nice also. I like this. This is okay. This is not bad. I'm going to take NARS Radiant Cream Concealer in the color Amande. I've seen now people are doing, you can have an ocular eye surgery where you can basically remove the pigment from your brown eyes. So apparently underneath everyone's eyes, your eyes are blue or like a grayish blue color. I have heard that like brown eyes are natural sunglasses. So it's basically melanin to protect your eyes from the sun. I don't usually wear sunglasses, or sometimes I just forget. So I'm sure my eyesight's gonna get worse as I get older. But brown eyes are basically natural sunglasses. So you can remove that layer of brown on your eyes and then you'll have blue eyes underneath. Tiny, T.I.'s wife did that, and her daughter also did it. And now I've heard that she's having like eye problems from it. I don't know if that's true or not. That sounds so terrifying. Like, oh my God, I could never. Even like LASIK, people who get LASIK to be able to see better, That's a procedure that's more common now, so I feel like it's been tested out. It seems a bit more safer. I don't know. But this ocular eye surgery to make your eyes blue isn't even FDA approved. You can't get it done in the US. You have to go to a different country to do it. And why? Like, it just seems silly to me to undergo that kind of surgery just for vanity reasons. Like, no judgments. You can do whatever you want to do, but losing your eyesight just to have blue eyes to me seems a little unreasonable. Just like slightly unreasonable, not too unreasonable. But again, that's a choice that people make. And maybe because I have blue eyes, I've always had blue eyes, it's never, I don't know, it just doesn't matter to me. People closest to me don't ever really bring it up either. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just a feature about me. Technically, it's a genetic abnormality. It's a disability. My eyes are blue and I'm deaf. I really do wish we would just let people, you know, do what they want, be who they want. If you want to wear contacts, wear contacts. Like, if you want to get the ocular eye surgery, it sounds really dangerous and terrifying, but it's your prerogative. It's your body. Like, do with it what you see fit. We're all just spiritual beings having a human experience. And if what your body you want to do is test stuff out, change your genes, change your face, change your body, do what you want. Like, I don't really see the problem in it as long as you're not hurting anyone else. Feeling like you have to, though, probably isn't really that healthy. Like, you don't have to change your eye color. Having blue eyes does not make me any more special or different. Sure, it's rare, but I'm also deaf because of it. To contour and powder my face, I'm going to take this Studio Fix palette from MAC. I get a lot of comments from people asking, like, or saying whether or not my kids are gonna have blue eyes, and we live in a very vain world, like super vain. Honestly, like, I don't care if my kids have blue eyes or not, as long as they're healthy. Like, why would that matter? To me, it really genuinely doesn't matter. Like, I don't care. I hope my kid is intelligent and kind. That's what I want. Care if he or she got blue eyes. Might be better if they don't have blue eyes, honestly. Leave them alone. I'm gonna bronze my face using the Huda. This is not Huda. This is not Huda, girl. Bronze my face using the Toasted Hoola Bronzer from Benefit. Should have done a little bit of color correcting down here because I feel like you can still see a little bit of my dark spots, but I don't really mind. I kind of like when my skin looks like skin than like super duper perfect. To highlight, I'm going to take the Artist Couture Highlight Powder in Lickable. It's hella cute. It's hella cute. Hella cute. Ooh. I love this highlight so much. It just like blends so nicely. Like, it starts out really intense and then it just kind of like seeps into your skin and just becomes one with your face. And then for blush, I'm going to take this Urban Decay blush in Bang. It's like a pretty orange color. I feel like that'll go nice with my eyes. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's cute. It's hella cute. It's cute. We're cute. I feel like I have stopped talking because I've just gotten so focused on my makeup. Like, the cuter my makeup becomes, the more I'm not, like, what are we talking about? Let's talk about how bomb this makeup looks. To finish this look, I really want to do something like pink, but I'm gonna take this Mented lip pencil in Night. It doesn't say the name, but I think that's the name. And then the lip gloss from Hourglass in the color Fever. Mented is a really cool brand because they make like lip pencils and lip glosses, lipsticks for darker skin shades. So they make a lot of like really nice brown looking lip pencils. And as a brown girl, I stan. Oh, this is so cute. I don't know if it goes well with the lip pencil, but I love the color of this. It looks like candy. Okay, I'm gonna do something to my wig and then I'll be right back. So that is it for this video. Honestly, just talking about my eyes and what I've uncovered. I would love to hear below what you guys think. If you've met any other people with blue eyes, I have seen the two twin little girls who have blue eyes. They look like me and my mom. Like, one of them has heterochromia, one blue and one brown, the other one has blue eyes. So cute. I love my eye color and I wouldn't change it for the world, but I know that it's not the most defining factor about me. I am going to work on being more secure with that part of myself because I shouldn't feel ashamed or embarrassed or guilty for having blue eyes. That's really weird. I will leave more links down below if you guys are interested in reading more about it or seeing other examples of it. And I just thought it would be cool to just sit and kind of talk about it because I've been getting a lot of really rude comments about my eye color. Like, stop telling people what they should look like or what they should wear, or just stop. Like, just live your best life, love yourself, love those around you, and we're good, you know? Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to comment down below. Anything, just say hello, or if you have any other suggestions for topics we can talk about. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!